Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? It's me again. It's Russell Mills. Today is August 27th, Thursday. I want to say hello. I hope everybody's blessed. Just want to get right into it like I always do. Why are you white people so arrogant? It's the title of this video. And the reason why I say this is because think about this. Think about all the killings that you guys do, how arrogant you guys are when it comes to the nonchalant attitude that you guys have to when it comes to black lives. You get and you know what makes me sick too? What makes me sick is that when I see some of these players in the NBA or the NFL kneeling with white coaches or white staffers, it's like, how are you gonna be kneeling with somebody that's the oppressor? And I'm not even saying all white people are oppressors, but they are. Some of them, a lot of them are. And even though I've dated white girls in the past and been with them and been friends with them, and I don't hate and I don't feel like all white people are to have power over me, because they don't. But it's just some of their arrogance which drives me insane. It's like the way that they act, the way that they try to treat brown skinned people like ourselves. See, I don't want to speak about any other race, because again, I can't. And reason why I say why what you white people are so arrogant is because had a situation where I told the people upstairs, it's two girls that live upstairs, and a lot of them, the two of them, they moved here some months ago, and some have been loud, walking heavy, and waking me up sometimes because I don't sleep well at night because of some things that go on with me personally. And I've talked to them and said to them, "Hey, can you guys keep it down? Because you guys have woken me up early in the morning and stuff like that. And I get it; everybody has a right to do what you do. But see, the arrogance of them is, when I've confronted them because they're white, they tell, the white landlord, and he calls me up saying, hey, what's going on? Why are you approaching these girls about, noise? Because state law and Massachusetts, you can make as much noise up in from 11 at night to 7 is when quiet time is, and then at that point you can kind of make all the noise you want. And it's like, okay, so what if people want to sleep or have to wake you? And the arrogance of these two white girls is they run to their daddy, meaning the landlord, and even though that's not their real daddy, but I'm just saying that the white daddy, and saying, no, you know, just get this nigga pinned up and try to get him out of this apartment. You know what I mean? Because again, white people, white men are gonna praise white women, and you guys know this, okay? You know what I'm saying? Just you white men praise a woman worshippers. You know that. You praise the white woman like she's the queen. You know that. And the white woman rules your house too, by the way, white men. You know this. But they're just very arrogant. And the way that the people are getting shot, in our communities, and people just nonchalant. Here's my thing is, like I said, and I've said this in many videos, black people, you need, we need our money together. I've said this, $20, 30,000 black people, stop trusting each other, stop having less emotions, understand who you are as African people, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? If we're the closest thing to God, so let's be righteous. Let's love ourselves. Let's love our Father. Let's trust ourselves. And those that so-called blacks that don't want to be working together, you don't have to. Just you know what I mean? Go somewhere else. But my thing is this. This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? You could hate me. You know what I mean? Good morning, sir. Mr. DC, how you doing today, sir? Good morning to you. But this is what I'm saying to all of us. I'm not even hating anybody. What I'm saying is I wish African people would get their damn minds right. Get that devil out of that devil spirit in you, and to try to get after the next man or woman, and you know what I mean, and stop trying to go with other races that don't like you. Like nobody likes us. We have no fucking friends. And I said this in like 200 something fucking videos. We have no fucking friends. But nah, everybody wants to act like we're friends, and everybody, Latinos are for us and the Asians are for us, the white. No, they're not. Okay, you have African brothers of African descent, Jamaicans. You have friggin' Haitians that don't even like American blacks. You see, that's how messed up we are. Okay, our skin is dark. I'm dark. Okay, I'm nappy hair. Okay, and you got nappy hair, and you're gonna hate me. You know what I'm saying? That looks like you. Like you don't see these Irish white guys hating the Italians or the Greeks, that have brown hair and blue eyes or whatever, or blonde or brown hair. They're not doing that. But see, again, this is how messed up us as people are. We've been so messed up mentally that we just think it's all right to disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother DC over here that just left a comment. I've known him for over 15 years, but have I always agreed with him all the time? No, but that's still my brother, and I still love him, no matter if I don't see him all the time, and I don't see him all the time, but I still love him as my brother, regardless. Just like I love my biological brother that has helped me out and has schooled me, and even though we don't agree on everything, you know what I mean. But that's still my brother, and I always tell him I love him all the time because again, he's an African, he's an African king. My brother, I'm an African king too, so it's like my brother DC is an African king. So what I'm saying is we need to have those type of mindsets, stop acting like that everybody, is going to help you. Nobody's going to help you. I always say this, and I said this in my last video, we are like solo acts being musicians. We have to be the drummer, the musician, the producer, the writer, that's this life. We're all solo acts. And no one's gonna give two shits, especially if you look like us. Like no one's gonna give two shits, and no one's gonna care. But see, that's the problem with us. We are so acting like, please help me, please help me. Nobody's gonna help you. I've told African people to their face. I've said to them on the videos. I said we need trust. We need to get this emotion and anger and what I'm saying, and rage, like you know what I mean. Like I don't see this. I grew up in the suburbs. It's Stoughton, Massachusetts. I live in Massachusetts. We're white people. I didn't see all the rage with white people. So Italians with the Greeks and the Portuguese, which most Portuguese people, and they hung with all the whites and they hung out and went and got jobs, and they didn't care because they look like themselves. They look like those other people and they helped out those other people. But we are too emotionally driven, like we don't need to help each other. We need each other as African people, but we're too, I'm not trusting this nigga, fuck him, I can't give no nigga $5. They won't even pay me back type of shit. It's like that's just stupid, bro. And that's why black people don't have nothing. That's why we, what I mean? That's why we spend the most in this country. We spend trillions of dollars on bullshit. And that trillions of dollars should be spent on lands, on properties, you know what I'm saying? Not on chains, not on cars. We should be talking about, businesses, properties, lands, you know what I'm saying? All types of lands, you know, and that's it. You know what I mean? And buying hospitals, you know what I'm saying? Buying education, getting our own school systems, you know what I mean? And, creating things that some of us obviously have created in life and that white people have taken credit for. But what I'm saying is, this is what we do. This is what we should be doing because again, just like this COVID thing that's been quote unquote, killing people allegedly, you know what I mean? This propaganda, you know what I'm saying, of them trying to kill us as African people, and it's working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying white people aren't getting taken out, but it's like their bottom line is they're trying to get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make us be extinct like the dinosaurs. And and if we keep getting the guns, in our hands and killing each other. And another thing I'm gonna say that really upsets me, I can't stand when these fucking stupid celebrities or whoever people say black on black crime. It's like, motherfucker, there ain't no such thing as black on black crime. It's where you live. If you live around certain neighborhoods that look like you know what I'm saying? And of course, if you have a slave mentality like most black people, and anger and rage, you're gonna look, and if, let's say, he or she did you dirty, or you cheated on her, or you beat up somebody, then there's no black on black crime. It's just anger and behavior. See, that's something that we never learned how to adjust in our communities, how to adjust our behavior. See, I've been an angry person for over 43 years, okay? And I got to ask my question to myself, just as well as like my family's asked me and other people, why are you so angry, Russell? There's a lot of reasons why I'm angry, because the system sucks. I don't like the fact that us as African people are at the bottom of the barrel. I don't like the fact that we disrespect each other. Doesn't matter if we have different language barriers or not. At the end of the day, you look like me, and we should not be uncomfortable around each other, which happens every single fucking day. As African people, we don't want to be, we're so uncomfortable around each other, but we're comfortable around white people. We're comfortable around Asian people. We're comfortable around Latino people, where they really don't like you. We're deep down inside, they think you're a nigga. That's all a lot of them think. And think about it. Think about, that George Floyd situation again. And I'm not going to even, even with that situation, and I saw videos. I saw like two videos of that. So, of course, the video that everyone saw that was broadcasted nationwide, and then the other video of the body cam one, where basically, like, the cops really weren't trying to bother him at first. You know what I mean? They knocked on the door because obviously they said he had a fraudulent $20 bill. If that's the case, and it's just, the fact is, at first he was being very panicky. And again, no one's saying that the man should have died, but it's like, you got to understand, as African people, that they want to kill us anyway. So if we give them a reason to, they're going to. So if we act frantic, you know what I mean, and we're on drugs, which I believe he was on drugs, and they were talking about that, I believe, because obviously I wasn't there, and a lot of us wasn't there. But if you was on drugs, that's not cool, bro. Black people don't need to be on drugs, okay? You know what I mean? They don't need to be on drugs. They don't need to be on any type of shit. But see, this is what I'm saying. This is the shit that upsets me all the time. It's like, we don't take the time to act right. Our behaviors, we act like children. I don't understand why we're acting like children. We shouldn't be. Okay, we're supposed to be grown ass adults. We're supposed to be, and again, am I gonna sit back and say, me, Russell, I say the right things, I do the right things? No, I don't. See, I'm man enough to admit that I can admit that I'm wrong at times. You know what I'm saying? And I've done wrong to people, whether it was white or black or whatever, or said the wrong thing. And you know what I mean? So again, I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh yeah, everything is fine. But I'm gonna play you guys something which I'm sure you guys have seen many times. Okay,
there is growing outrage today over the death of a young black man following a confrontation with police. 23-year-old Elijah McClain is seen walking home from a store in Aurora, Colorado, after buying a bottle of iced tea for his brother. He's wearing a ski mask, which prompted a 911 call. The caller says he was acting weirdly.
He has a mask on. He puts his hands up, but I don't know. He looks sketchy. He might be a good person or a bad person.
I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious. I'm going home.
He's patted down because they thought he had a weapon. Officers say he tensed up, and McClain ends up on the ground pleading with officers.
I can't breathe.
You can hear McClain say, "I can't breathe." This took place 9 months ago, long before the same words were uttered by George Floyd in Minneapolis that triggered the national wave of marches for racial justice. Listen to what an officer says to him.
If you keep messing around, I'm going to bring my dog out. He's going to dog bite you. You understand me?
McClain is injected by EMTs with ketamine to sedate him. An officer says McClain tried to grab one of their guns. They were cleared of any wrongdoing. This is McClain in home video at his surprise birthday party. He worked as a massage therapist, and in his downtime, he played the violin for animals up for adoption. McClain's family says he was wearing the mask the night of his death because he has anemia and sometimes gets cold. His sister posted surveillance video of him at the store wearing his mask, doing what she calls his gratitude bow, not knowing the fate that would await him on his way home.
So did you guys see that? Young man, or even if you heard that, young man dies for wearing a ski mask. See, again, you white people don't have the same type of talk. I have a son that has autism, that's black. And he doesn't have the same type of street smarts as me, okay? So what I'm saying is that worries me about him. And of course, I have to help teach him just as well as his mother. And I'm not saying we don't try to teach him separately because we're not together. But the fact is, I worry about my son just as well as I worry about any other black child, male or female, that looks like us. And it's scary when you might not ever see your kid again. And now what happens? See, you white people don't have to go through this shit. I'm not saying white people's kids never been kidnapped or killed. I'm not going to say that because that would be stupid and ignorant for me to say that, okay? I know that has happened. But what I'm saying is you don't go through the same stuff as that we go through. You don't. And this is why I feel the way I feel when it comes to us. And this is why when I've stressed many times in many videos about why we need to do better. And our behavior needs to be better. And we have to have black excellence instead of tearing each other down like we've been doing ever since the beginning of time. See, again, we have been so brainwashed, okay, to say, let's disrespect my mama, let's disrespect my dad, let's disrespect my sister, my brother, my this and that. You know what I'm saying? Let's make fun of each other. Let's quote unquote joke around by making fun of each other. It's like, look, man, not here for all that, bro. Black people aren't supposed to be here for that. We're supposed to be the original people of this planet that, closest to God. You know what I'm saying? The melanin people, us. And we just don't take the time. You know what I mean? And it's like, and this is why white folks, you guys aren't gonna go through the same shit that we go through. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna understand that. Okay, you're in your white neighborhood, you're in a bubble, you don't care. You don't see us, you know what I'm saying? You don't, we're the ones that have gotten killed and shot. And again, when we get stopped by police, we're just hoping and praying that we don't get killed. We just hoping we just get a ticket or something if we're doing wrong, because we don't know what that officer, is going through. We don't know if he or she had a bad day with their wife or girlfriend or boyfriend. We don't know about that. Or their kid said something crazy. We don't know this. But at the end of the day, we have to take the time to help ourselves. And again, our behavior has to be better. And that's the problem. It's our behavior and attitude and how we was raised. That's the bottom line. And we have to get that slave mentality out of our mind of saying that, oh, he's a nigga, and I'm a nigga, and is my nigga, and all that other bullshit. It's like, fuck you, fuck all that, bro. Black excellence. Be excellent. Take the time to love yourself. Love God. Okay? Love yourself. And again, that's how it's supposed to be. So that's what I'm telling you. So this is like I said, a message to everybody, but more so to you white people about how arrogant you guys are and how you talk to us. Because sometimes how you talk to us is very arrogant, and you guys are very belligerent, and you guys don't even see it because, again, that's how you guys were raised in the suburbs. That's how you guys were raised, because a lot of you guys think You can just talk to any African person anywhere that you want to, just because you can. You know what I'm saying? And you know you're not going to have any repercussions out of it. And that's why you talk to us the way that you talk to us, because you know there's not going to be too many repercussions. Yeah, we might get angry, we might storm off and say, the hell with you, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, we don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell black folks, the only way white people will pay attention to us is if we hit them in their pockets. That's it. All white people know about and all they care about is the slave master that's on that's the money. That's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? As George Washington was a slave owner, Abraham Lincoln was a slave owner. So again, this is what they care about. They like those slave owners on the green bills. And some of us as African people like that slave owners just as well. And we praise that more than we praise God. And we think that money, that when you have slave masters on it, is better than God. So you guys do what you want, but I'm just telling you this, African people, I'm going to get off this. I'm going to say it's African people, we need to do better. Okay. And again, white folks, you guys, you guys are never going to change. You know what I mean? And it's like for us, as I say, for us kneeling with you guys, it's like we're going to kneel with the oppressor that's oppressing us. You know what I'm saying? That's in higher positions than us, and we're gonna be kneeling like these guys, these athletes are doing. It's like I would never kneel with no white man or woman. I'm not gonna do it. You're my oppressor. I'm not even though I'm friends with white people, even though I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? I joke with them at times. As long as they're respectful and I'm respectful back. I don't hate white people. I hate your arrogance and your ignorance, and then how you treat us, and how nonchalant you treat us. Okay, how if a black man is saying something, you don't even want to listen. It's like it's just ranting, it's complaining. Oh, nigga, shut up. That's what all you white people are saying. 100% facts. Okay, that's all you guys are thinking. What is this nigga talking? I just want to be a white person, worry about my money, shut up, don't worry about nothing, talk dumb shit. That's what you white people do. Talk dumb shit and worry about your money and just stay silent and say, oh, well, not my problem. And that's what you guys do. And you guys know what you do because you guys have been doing this ever since the beginning of time. So again, like I say to you white folks all the time, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to act right, but I know you won't, you know what I'm saying? Because again, you guys, are taught wrong. Like I said in my last video, you guys are taught wrong. You guys are very arrogant and ignorant at times. And I've checked a lot of white people and I've told them to their face whether I have to get fired or let go or not in a relationship. You better check, you better watch your mouth around me. Because I'm not one of these niggas you're going to just say, hey, to all the time and just have no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? I will say something back. Okay, and I will cuss your ass. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to friggin', get arrested again for stupid shit. But what I'm going to say is I will let you know about yourselves. So again, I don't expect everybody to like these messages. You're not. I don't expect black people, white people, Asians. If you don't, that's your problem. That's your business. I don't care. This is how I feel. The platform that everyone else can use on YouTube, express how we feel if we like. I feel like doing this. That's what I like. And that's it. So I do this for me. I do this for my therapy, for myself. But feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's again Russell Mills, RUSSELLMILLS, May 22nd, 2017. My first video was Why Black People Settle for Less. Feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Spread the word, spread the love. And black people, like I said, black excellence. That's what we need to do. Everybody, peace.